Wagwan me YouTube family, welcome back to another video. In today's recipe, I'm going to make some carrot cake. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. For this recipe, you're going to need 2 cups of grated carrots, 2.5 cups of baking flour, or you can also use cake and pastry flour. So you're going to mix into a bowl and sift. So you're going to sift to remove any foreign objects that might be in the flour and also to get it light. After sifting, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of grated nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, 1 teaspoon of mixed spice, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and I'm going to mix to get everything fully combined, and also 1 teaspoon of salt. After mixing to get everything fully combined, I'm going to cover the bowl and set it aside. Then we're going to prepare the baking tin. So here's a mini tutorial on how to line your baking tin, and I'm using here a 8-inch pan. So please take a couple seconds to watch and observe how to line the bottom of the baking tin as well as the sides. So to get the measurements for the sides of the baking tin, what you can basically do is use a tape measure, like a tailor's tape measure, sewing tape measure, and measure the height, and also use that tape measure to wrap around the baking tin to get that measurement. Once you get those, you can just mark it on the grease paper and cut it out. So for this recipe, we're going to be using some margarine. So I'm weighing out here 4 ounces of margarine. With this margarine, we're going to melt the margarine. So once you weigh out the 4 ounce, you're going to melt the margarine basically and put it aside. Once that is done, we move on to the liquids. So first we're going to measure out 1 cup of milk. To the milk, we're going to add 3 eggs, 3 room temperature eggs. Next, 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, and afterwards we're also going to go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of almond flavoring. Then we're going to mix to get everything fully combined. So for the sugar, you could go ahead and add the sugar to the flour, or you could also add it to the liquids. So I'm going to add 1 cup of brown sugar and 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. I'm going to mix it to the liquids to get everything fully combined. Next, we're going to add the liquid to the dry ingredient mix to get everything fully combined. The mixture will look runny, but that's okay. You could also go ahead and use your hand mixer to mix for about a couple seconds, but do not over mix. After getting all the ingredients fully combined, we're going to go ahead and add the carrots. You want to ensure that the carrots are grated and not shredded. Next, you can also add the nuts of your choice, and also you can add some coconut flakes. You're going to mix to get everything fully combined. Then we're going to add the melted margarine and blend everything. After you have combined all the ingredients together, you're going to pour the butter into the 8-inch pan. After pouring the butter into the 8-inch pan, the oven should be already preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. You're going to bake for about 40 to 50 minutes or until the skewer comes out dry. After baking, you're going to allow the cake to cool. Once it is cool, you can serve. And this is how the cake is looking, our easy and delicious carrot cake recipe. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up.